Hello children. Okay, now the next part of the lesson, our India physical diversity. Today we shall move on to deserts of India. Okay, so as you all know now, already I have told you many times what are the different land forms. Now coming to the deserts. What are deserts? A desert is a vast, dry and sandy area with very little vegetation. So what it is? It is a dry land with very little vegetation because it's almost barren there. Okay, and it is always in sand pits. Okay, you do not have any fertile land over there. Such type of area is called as a desert, right? Locate the state of Rajasthan on the map of India. One can notice that a large part of Rajasthan is a desert. This desert is named as Thar Desert. What is it named as? Thar Desert. Okay, now as you all know, the most named part of the area is called as the Thar Desert in Rajasthan. A part of this desert also extends into Punjab, Haryana and Gujarat states. So, in the map of India, okay, it is in the which part? This side here, Punjab, Haryana and Gujarat states. Okay. So now let's move on to the features of a desert. What are the features of the desert? A desert is a vast, dry and sandy area with very little vegetation. The temperature is high and climate is dry. Okay, as there is no much rainfall there, what happens? It is having a very dry climate. Scarcity of water due to scanty rain. What is scarcity? Very less. Okay, due to scanty. Scanty means very little of rain. There is much rain is not there in that area. So it is a dry land. So this is due to the reason of less rainfall or scanty rainfall. A fertile, now what is an oasis? Oasis, when you speak about the desert, we always think of a oasis. So what is an oasis? A fertile area in a desert is formed where the water comes up is oasis. Okay? Now everywhere the land is dry. Okay? Now everywhere the land is dry. Little land, what happens, is formed where the water comes up. Here from the depth of the ground, if the water bounces and it is gathered here, this is called as oasis. Okay? When in that a little land becomes fertile and the water comes up, that is called as an oasis. Okay? Those plants and trees which have special devices to withstand the long drought conditions are grown here. Drought andre enu bargala. So such conditions where it is favorable, only such plants and herbs grow there. Okay, in spite of no rain which can be grown there, only such type of things such as they are scrubs, cactus, mullingida, nodirubodala. So you might have seen that cactus grows there. Acacia, thorny bushes, thorn, full of thorn, mullina gida. Okay, so like this, all thorny things are there. And cactus is having a leaf like this, I think, and that is also thorny. Right? Only such types of plants grow there. The Aravalli range extends into the western fringe of Thar Desert. It prevents the winds blowing from the east and this causes scanty rainfall. Therefore, this part has dry climate. Find this area on the and mark it in the map. That is on page number 214. Okay, now it is an end to your lesson. I think this is the part 5th video I am sending you based on the desert of India in physical diversity. Is there any relationship between desert and these pictures? Think about it. So here there are 4 pictures on page number 215. Please open your textbook. 215. You can see a man dressed in that Rajasthani clothes. Another lady. She is carrying the pots with water because water is the scarcity. By this you come to know that there is very less rainfall and there is water scarcity in the deserts. And later you can see an oasis there. And camel. Camel is the animal that part a desert. It is also, camel is also called as the ship of the desert because camels can sustain thirst. They can stay for a longer time without water. So these four pictures indicate the specific things of a desert. The dry climate and the hot sun causes a feeling of severe burning in the body. Due to very hot, what happens? It causes severe burning in the body. To some relief from the heat, people wear long robes and turbans because to cover your head from the sunlight. What is worn? Turbans are worn, right? Turbans andre petagate sutkoltaralla. That is called as turban. Lack of water and the blazing sun determine the type of desert animals. Camels are able to survive in the desert because they have broad, flat toes. Toes, you know, at your leg, this with the kalin belt, that is toes. Okay, because how they are having? They are having broad, flat toes, which are comfortable to walk on the sand. When you walk without slippers on the sand, what happens? Your legs get, you may slip there, right? But camels are having wide toes there, so they can walk in the sand. The humps store fat and sufficient amount of water which lasts for many weeks. Okay, there is the hump of the camel. So what happens? This hump, here the water is stored and it can be kept, the camel can sustain thirst for many days due to its hump. So it is the hump store fat and sufficient amount of water which lasts for many weeks. Camels are useful for transporting goods and carrying passengers in the deserts. Like as in other places you use horses, donkeys and all to carry the loads and people. Here in deserts, which is the animal they use, camels are used there. That is why camel is called as ship of the desert. So the name of the camel, it is called as, camels are called as the ship of the desert. Agricultural activities are found around the oasis. Bajra, jawar, maize, sesame, dates and chilies are grown here. These are some of the things that are grown in the deserts. There are some salt lakes in these deserts known as playas. So what are they are called as? Salt lakes. That means the quantity of this may be more there. They are called as the playas. For example, Sambar, Didwana and Sargol lakes. These are the examples for playas. The Sambar lake is the largest salt lake in India. Please mark it. Okay. Now this time as you have your third FA based on MCQ questions, you have to read the lesson thoroughly, children. Maximum I have converted them into question answers and filling the blanks and I have already given you. But still you have to read the lesson. Got it? Then only you will be able to answer the MCQs. Okay, and now the famous places of Rajasthan. The architecture is very beautiful in Rajasthan or in the desert. In India, Rajasthan is meant for its architecture. The beautiful places are Jaipur, Ajmer, Pushkar and Mount Abu are places famous for such architecture in Rajasthan. There are 4 pictures on page number 16. Have a look at that. Very beautiful pictures here. Got it? On page number 216. Jaipur is called as the Pink City and very beautiful places are here. Jaipur, Jodhpur, Pushkar, Ajmer and Mount Abu. Mount Abu, the very famous temple is the Dilwara temple in the Mount Abu which is in Rajasthan. These are the scenic, great architecture is there in these places. So there are few questions also there. I have already sent the answers. What is an oasis? Write any 3 features of the desert. Okay. So as you all know, all these answers are there. Please go through them again and you can study it. There is one activity also for you. Paste a picture of a camel in the given space and write 4 sentences about it. So today's activity is you have to stick a camel and write 4 points on the camel. I will be giving this itself as a project, next project, right? Now coming to the last part on page number 217, okay, rivers of India. There are many river systems in India. They are one of the natural resources. There is diversity in their origin, direction of flowing and volume of water. Thus, the rivers of India can be classified into 2 groups, rivers of North India and rivers of South India. As India consists of 2 parts there, North and below is South. The rivers also are classified into 2 parts, that is North Indian rivers and South Indian rivers. The major river systems of North India are the Indus, the Ganga, the Brahmaputra and their tributaries. Most of them rise in the Himalayan mountains. They are perennial rivers. The northern plains are fertile due to the deposition of alluvium carried by the rivers of India. They are best for agricultural activities. The famous ancient, historic and pilgrim centers are situated on the banks of these rivers. For example, Delhi, Agra, Varanasi, etc. Okay. Now coming to the rivers of South India. These rivers can be divided into the east flowing and the west flowing rivers. The important east flowing rivers are the Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna, the Kaveri, the Palar and the Pennar. They rise in the western Ghats, flow eastwards and join the Bay of Bengal. The important west flowing rivers are the Narmada, the Tapi, the Sharavati, the Kali, the Netravati, the Juari and the Periyar. These are the South Indian rivers. They also rise in the western Ghats, flow westwards and join the Arabian Sea. These rivers are suitable for the generation of hydroelectricity as they have rapids and waterfalls. Now that day also I told you, due to water you can produce electricity. Such electricity which is produced by the force of water is called as hydroelectricity. Got it? Now the last part is the climate of India, which will end with this lesson. Actually I had explained all this before, but the textbook part was left, which was difficult for you to follow. From where did I tell all the points to remember? It was difficult. So I have ended up with the textbook part. Now coming to the last part of the lesson, that is climate of India. You have already practiced marking the Havguna Nakshe weather map. You have also learned how to understand the daily weather conditions. What to do the following pictures indicate. Okay, now there are 4 pictures there in your textbook 218. Right? First picture, it shows sunrise. Right? And second one is the dewdrops and there is wind, breeze. Heavy winds and all such. And the last one is, I think it is rainbow. Okay, rainbow. These are the weather conditions. 4 pictures are given here for you to identify, right? India has a tropical monsoon type of climate. The term monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mausim, meaning periodic. Mausam means what? Periodic. Periodic means it changes. That is called as monsoons. Thus, the speciality of the climate of India is that it changes from one season to another. Hence, we can see the diversity in the climate of India. There are 4 seasons in India: winter season, summer season, southwest monsoon season and retreating monsoon season. The weather changes from time to time during the day. Sometimes it is cool, while another time it is hot and sometimes it is cloudy. Think, why is it so? The dry area, the changing monsoon winds and the natural hazards like cyclones, adversely affect the climate of India. Consequently, we find the sudden changes taking place in the climate. The climate of India can be classified into 4 distinct seasons. They are: how is the climate of India classified into 4 different seasons? Winter, it is December, January and February, the duration is. And summer, it is March, April and May, where it is very, very hot. So only you are given with summer vacation, where you should not be affected with the high sunlight rays. Southwest monsoon, that is rainy season, Kharif season, it is also called as June, July, August, September. That is your rainy season, where it will be raining very, very heavy. No doubt now everything has changed. Whenever some fine day it will start raining, where it is winter season also. That is different. But these are the Indian climatic conditions where the seasons are divided. And the last one is the Rabi season, that is retreating monsoon, that is October and November. Identify the direction of southwest, southeast, northeast and northwest on the map of India. India receives heavy rain from the southwest monsoon winds. The movement of air over the earth's surface from high pressure area to low pressure area is called wind. So what is a wind? The pressure from the movement of air from the high pressure area to the low pressure area. So that you can see when the branches of the trees, they start moving, right? Because it is the pressure from that high pressure to the low pressure, that is called as wind. The wind's pressure which change their direction from one season to another are known as seasonal winds. For example, monsoon winds. Okay. Now this is the end of your lesson here. On page number 220, there are 2 more points regarding the rainy season. Please have a look at it. There are 2 rainy seasons in India. They are southwest monsoon season from June to September and retreating monsoon season from October to November. The western coastal plains, western parts of the Western Ghats and northeastern states receive heavy rainfall. So the rainfall is very, very heavy here in these places. And Mawsynram in Meghalaya receives the highest rainfall in India. So which is the place which receives heaviest rainfall or the highest rainfall? It is Mawsynram in Meghalaya. Okay. So this was the end of the lesson, Our India Physical Diversity. In this part we have studied about the northern mountains, the plains, the coastal area, the deserts and the rivers of India and the climate of India. So part by part I had to do it. I think I have sent you more than 5 to 6 videos where the lesson is covered. So in some you have beautiful video slides. Go through it again. Check from beginning. I think it is more than 1 month I have been teaching this lesson. So this is the biggest lesson you are having in your whole syllabus. So for 3rd FA you are having the lesson residences as well as physical diversity till here. Okay, and it will be in MCQ form. So just go through the lesson very well and very carefully. Okay, all the best for your 3rd FA which will be commencing very soon. Good day, children.